Hey, buddy, why do you have a poop emoji on your head?
Excuse me? And what did you do? Mate with a metal spider?
How dare you bring her up?
You insulted my hat!
It's different, though. I'm a widower.
Ladies, gentlemen, and tarnished of all ages, welcome aboard. I hope you've got your tickets because the fashion train is leaving the station. Choo-choo! Well, why am I doing a train bit? No matter how happy you are with how your character looks in Elden Ring, it is always possible that there is some strange combination of pieces that would make you even happier. Sometimes you just want to change, regardless of the reasoning. The solution is always more armor sets, and that solution is here with another collection of 6 armor sets that you don't want to miss in Elden Ring. Without further ado, first up we've got the Depraved Perfumer armor set, and, well, it's weirdly fashionable as all hell. Something about the furry brown cloak with the bright red underside is an aesthetic that I really dig personally. The pants are a cool pattern that isn't much like anything else in the game. The gloves fit, and the helmet, well, the helmet is alright, but man, the set as a whole, I am really surprised with how much I like it compared to how I view the enemy that the armor set actually comes from. To acquire it for yourself, you'll have to farm a single enemy a number of times, and the earliest one that you can find is right beside the village of the Albinauric Site of Grace in southwestern Liurnia. Just up the hill from where you spawn is one of these enemies, kill them, loot them, then return to the Grace and refresh. Repeat until all 4 pieces of the set fall into your pockets. Secondly is the Ruler's armor set. This ornate green and blue Nobles outfit with a nice thick coat and for some reason also a stone helmet presents the only stone helmet that raises your faith stat, although it does only raise your faith by 1 point. But hey, something is better than nothing, right? The set only has 2 armor pieces. I know, it's always the Nobles, right, who claim that something is an armor set when in reality they just want to walk around without pants. This one is either really easy to find or really easy to miss depending on how you got to the Altus Plateau region the first time. If you used the Grand Lift of Dectus, you may well have never seen it. If you came up at the abandoned coffin site of Grace, however, you'd find yourself just a short walk away from it, sitting on a corpse on an abandoned carriage. Third up, we have the Shaman Armor set. This 3-piece armor set has some nice fur legs and a fur chest, a bit more decoration and accessorizing going on than the basic fur armor that you can get in Siofra River, and then the headpiece are partially glowing antlers, which is just unique as all hell. And honestly, you'll know if you want this helmet the second that you see it. If it draws you in, it draws you in. I think a lot of people will like it, so here is the set that it comes from. To acquire it for yourself, you'll have to farm a particular enemy in Nokron, the Eternal City, specifically the Ancestral Wood Site of Grace, and then immediately to the north is a singing shaman enemy. Kill them, loot them, then continue northwest to touch immediately towards another singing shaman. Loot him, then return to the Site of Grace and refresh the area. The other enemies here drop the lesser version of this armor, with thick horns and less adornments on the chest and legs. It's not the same set. Repeat this process until you have all of the armor pieces that you want, though it's worth noting that this one took me personally quite a long time. That 109,000 runes in the corner is entirely from killing these 2 guys over and over, so maybe grab some popcorn and put on a movie. Fourthly, today is the Ronin armor set. It is hard to use any other word to describe this than purely badass. The iron imitation of a straw hat I love, and the general wandering warrior feel is excellent, mixing the plate armor with the tattered clothes, the one leather covered gauntlet. It has a feel to it that nothing else quite does. To get this armor for yourself, you will have to kill an NPC, though to be honest with you, the NPC is sort of already dead. Put simply, once you reach the mountaintop of the Giants region at the Zemor Rune, Site of Grace, you'll find the body, I guess, of Yura, the Bloody Finger Hunter, who is possessed by Shabiri. This will happen at this time, regardless of whether or not you have interacted with Yura before or done any of his questline. If you happen to do the entire Madness questline and special ending to the game where you can essentially cure your own madness, then in the end, you can come back here and Yura will just be gone and all of his equipment will be on the floor, which implies that he died anyways. So realistically, you are missing out on absolutely nothing other than purity of your own soul as a human being if you do choose to murder this NPC. And in doing so, you gain his full armor set. Fifth up is going to be the War Surgeon armor set, which is the armor of White Mask Ver and his compatriots who also work under Moog, the Lord of Blood. This is the altered version of the chest pieces, that is how it drops originally, and as a whole the set is just some nice neutral colored cloth clothing with bits of blood splattered around. And then the helmet is of course the White Mask itself, which has the unique effect of increasing your attack power when something near you is inflicted with bleed, making it essential to bleed builds. To get it for yourself, you must have access to Mohgwyn Palace area, but also not have killed Moog himself quite yet. Under these circumstances, if you head from the Palace Approach Ledge, Site of Grace, towards the Big Lake of Blood immediately northwest, upon entering the area you will be invaded. Defeat the invader and you will receive this armor set as a reward. Finally then today is the Travelers armor set, which is the armor of Millicent, among a select few others of a specific role that I won't spoil. This armor set has 3 pieces, the chest, the gloves, and the legs, and they all look quite nice, although it's relatively plain. It also makes your limbs look tiny, or maybe that's just a me thing, but I think it makes my legs look like twigs, so you know, that's sort of fun in a world of trees. To get it for yourself, you must be at the very end of the Haligtree Mega Dungeon, specifically at the Haligtree Root Site of Grace just before Millennia. If you ran straight to the boss room, you may have simply not turned off of this side pathway to a big looming flower, at the base of which the armor lays waiting to be picked up. And that just about covers it, everyone. 6 more scrumptious armor sets for your collection to fill up your closet and fill out your self-confidence. Are any of these going to make it into your frequent use pile? What armor do you have that you think that we should show off to other people? Like if you like the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.